On first down, Hurts. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
First and 10, here's Hurts. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First down throwing for Hurts. That's into the hands of Barkley. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They're going to run with Barkley. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. It's the Eagles with 2nd and 6. Motioning left is their running back. From the pistol, Hurts. Ooh, on him quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And that sack gonna cost them some yardage.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He finds Brown right side. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts, as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. A very short kick here from the right hash. The kick by Hopkins is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. This return makes it up to the 25. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Smith. He'll get this to Tucker. And he's going to be touched down about 3 yards shy of the marker.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 3. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. They get 6 and a first down as well.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First and 10 now. Here's Smith. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And again, it's Smith. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Well, last play didn't work out too well. Looks like they're going ground game now. And he'll take this up to around the 30-yard line. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. Cooper to Jean to return this for the Eagles. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And the Eagles will take possession. It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He's on the move. He's running with it. And that's good for a gain of 5. Devin White hauls him down.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
We're at halftime here in Philadelphia, and the Eagles have soared to a lead at the break. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, sit tight. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But for now, this is our halftime report. Both these teams making their way out of the tunnel, and we're ready for the second half. And for the call, we send it back to Kate Scott and the other blonde bomber, Brock Ewer.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Raiders back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. First down, and they go right back to him. He's out in the clear. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Back-to-back carries here. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, Smith. This is hauled in by Myers. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused, and they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
So now on 4th down, the Raiders elected to send Daniel Carlson out for the field goal. From the left hash, this is from 47. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Raiders get to it! Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
The Raiders returning their offense and this running back to the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And they're going to bring him down after he drives it down to the 7. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Another carry for him. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. A gain of 3, and now they're going to be able to plan for 1st and goal.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Here he goes on the bootleg. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone, incomplete.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Escapes the pocket. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. White. And he gets in, touchdown. The Raiders can tie it up after hitting pay dirt in the 3rd. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Carlson now to add one more. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders make it 17 all. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Devin White hauls him down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Now Hurts. Bails out of the pocket quick. He takes it himself. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. They go to Barkley again. Jukes out a one-stop. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. He gets a half dozen on the carry, and that's also going to bring up 3rd and 6.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He beams one deep. This is caught inside the 15. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a 3rd quarter lead. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Raiders and this running back headed back out for a new series. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Drive starts with a carry by White. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Here's 2nd and 11. Complete. It's Myers. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Smith on 1st down. That's complete to Bowers outright. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
They go play action. Here's Smith. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
So for those of you keeping track, we get a solid completion for decent yardage on 1st, and then we go backwards on 2nd. Kate, I guess we got a quality rubber match right here on 3rd down.
Eagles with an extra man in the secondary for this 3rd down. A play fake. Now Smith to throw. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
There was a theory some years ago, Kate, that you would never run play action on 3rd and extra long like this because that play action is really not going to affect the defense. But what you got to understand is many times you're running that play action because of the great protection. You're actually trying to give that quarterback an extra beat. Well, it didn't work out that time.
Las Vegas sends out the punt team. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. Call that a 64-yard punt officially. And the Eagles will be backed up a good bit to begin the drive. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Backfield is empty as they motion him outright. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Eagles football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. They're set up at the 35 now. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Hurts to throw. This finds Smith. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
Hurts throwing again. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. A tight end in motion now. Option play, they give it to Barkley. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This game has evolved so much over the years, but there's just certain times, there's certain moments, some flashes of greatness like that you see Dick Butkus, that you see Jack Lambert, that you see Mike Singletary. These middle linebackers stuffing a run. This guy in particular, like the greats used to do.
4th and 3, drive on the line. They'll run for it with Barkley. Juke the defender. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
On 1st down, Hurts. And the Raiders get there and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. Flushed out of the pocket. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down.
We get so stuck, Kate, on decision-making being the ball in the hands and where's he throwing it. The ball in the hands in the passing game, and what kind of decision is he going to make? When in reality, in this game, in the 4th quarter, Decision-making's also knowing when to salvage a play. Salvage that real estate that's so important to try to play a little add-on and make this a two-score game. That sack, that's not going to help in that decision at all.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line. The Raiders have their offense back out there. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Smith. He'll get this to Tucker. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Up the middle, here goes White. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Here's a give up the middle. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
He's back to throw. Into the hands of Tucker, complete. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Give him an even 10 yards on the play.
Yo, what's good, my niggas? What y'all been going on? Everything good? Y'all, I was literally in the shower. Just got done taking a shower. I was in there chilling, eating and watching Netflix, bro. I had to come back here. So make sure everything was good. You know, I don't like watching my videos when I'm making them, just gameplay wise, because I wanted to be a surprise to me to see what's going on. I like to watch the thing to know what's not going on. You feel me? Like, to be just like y'all, to just watch to see what's going on. You feel me? Like, I don't want to watch my videos and be like, oh, I already know what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So I like to be surprised too. So that's why I'm in there chilling, finishing up eating my good burger. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I'll continue to enjoy.
And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Here's what I know. I know this one, Kate, from personal experience. After this one's over, QB, well, he's going to spend some time in that cold tub because he's been in so much time on the ground, taking a beating today. This offensive line, this offense has got to find a way to protect the passer.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Raiders down by 7. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Looking to throw. That's Mayer. He's got it.
Oh, and another thing, I appreciate y'all for getting me up to 55 subscribers. I seen it. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.
Throwing now. He connects downfield on 4. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Running it now out of the gun. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior. 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
Back to throw. And this will be a Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders cut it to a point late in this one. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
In the 11th hour, now a point after try to tie this game. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the 4th. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Eagles about set to go on offense. And even with some time left, Brock, a long ways to go to get into range for a game winner. They're going to need to move it in a hurry. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Goddard makes the catch. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. Setting up to pass. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Barkley trying this up the gut. And we just saw this movie. They stopped him again at the line. The Eagles are in punt formation. Braden Mann will kick it away. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. This offense running out for a new series, led by their running back. They get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw it. This is hauled in by Myers. And he breaks the tie. That should win him this game. Brock, touchdown. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
Carlson to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Hurts now from the gun. On the move, headed right. Now he takes it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now a timeout is called, and they're going to have to set up for one final heave towards that end zone. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. One final shot here. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference.
Defense.
Ball game's not over just yet. Don't leave those seats. The interference call means we're going to have an untimed down here. Working inside the red zone. And the hit separates the football, and that is what ends this game. What a play! So it's a road win for the Raiders in this one. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory.